Hello, hello. Happy Friday evening. It's Jennifer Sinceri with Stampin' Up. I hope you guys are doing well. We made it through another week. And
hello.
I didn't mute my laptop. Sorry about that. And I'm so excited it's the weekend that we get to have a little bit of resting and relaxing. And I hope to play this weekend. I have a really fun and economical, frugal gift idea that I'm going to share with you guys tonight. Let's see. Who do we have watching? Hi, Cindy. Thanks for coming on. Good to see you, my friend. I think Janelle is watching. Hello, Janelle. I hope you're doing well. I've been thinking about you. Okay. Well, the project that I'm going to show you tonight is a recyclable type project. When we get paper packs or embellishments, we always get this tag board, or chip board I should say. It's thick cardboard, and I don't throw it away. I hold on to it. So this is from a 6x6 pack. Hopefully you guys can see okay. This was a 6x6 pack. This is from, I think, like a Memories and More pack. And then of course I always save the cardboard from my 12x12 packs. So I've got a ton of this. I've been holding on to it, and I've been wondering, what should I do with this? You know, I've got a whole stack of this stuff, and some of it is thinner, like some's cardboard, and then some is this white stuff. It's a little bit thicker, and I always thought, gosh, I hate to throw that away. What could I use that for? Well, I came up with a project, and I thought I would show you. Okay, so any of that chipboard, cardboard that you've got, I mean, it's not cardboard. I shouldn't say cardboard. It's more like chipboard. And I know in the craft stores, we have to buy these sometimes. You know, you can buy chipboard, but this is free. So this piece, I'm going to measure it. This is 4 inches by 6. It's a 4x6. So this probably came from a Memories and More pack. All right, so I've got that. And then I have cut out a piece of Blackberry Bliss cardstock that's going to go right on top. So it's a little bit larger, and I'm going to trim it. It's just a little bit larger, and I'll end up trimming it. So 4x6. And then I took a piece of DSP. This is from, it's in our annual catalog, and I can't remember the name. I'm going to look it up real quick. I have my catalog right here because I knew I wouldn't remember the name. It's a pack of paper that's all neutrals. And at first I was like, I don't know that I like this pack of paper. But it's great for this type of stuff, anytime you need a neutral. So it's the In Good Taste Designer Series paper. So it's this pack. All these different neutrals. There's wood grains, and some that look like pellets, and some that look like tile. All different neutrals. So I pulled one of the wood grain pieces, and I cut it just a little bit smaller. So let's see, if that was 4, then this would be 3 3/4 by, if the Blackberry Bliss was 6, then this would be 5 3/4. Okay. All right. The other thing that I'm going to use some Blackberry Bliss ink. I'm using my small blossom punch. So any little flower, it could be a die, it could be a punch that you have. Okay. I'm also pulling my 2-inch punch. So you could use a punch, or you could use a die. And then I'm going to use some gold thread, like It's not baker's twine, but it's our gold thread. This comes in a combo pack. Okay. And then I also pulled gold hoop embellishments. So I pulled one of these out. Okay. And then I'm also using some of our gilded gems. I use these all the time. And the square vellum doilies. You get a pack of 24, I think. 24 for $5. So any little doily. Hey, Stacy, you could use a doily. You could use another die. This is just an idea. And then as you decide what you have at home, you figure out how you make it work for you. This is just for inspiration. You don't have to copy it, obviously, the way I have it. Use this for an idea. And then you take it and use what you have at home, okay? The other thing, hi Mary Lou. The other thing that I did was I printed out a free printable calendar off the internet, okay? I just printed it out and I cut it, and I used my adhesive. You probably should use not permanent on this, because you want to be able to, as the months go by, rip this off, okay? But I will tell you, they sell these at different online craft stores. The one that I saw that looked like a great deal was tailoredexpressions.com. And I think you get quite a few for like $4. It was very cheap. So if you're going to do these for gifts, it might be a little bit late. Mine weren't here yet. I ordered some and they hadn't arrived yet. So that's why I had to print one for tonight. But you know, you could still give this as a gift in January, just like a Happy New Year gift. Okay. I can't remember how many you get, but it was super economical. Tailoredexpressions.com, and you can print them out online, or you could order them through a website. Okay. So you need a little calendar. And then I pulled some dies. Okay, so I pulled dies from our Forever Fern set. That's in the annual catalog. So the dies go with it. I always keep my dies in the case where my stamps are, so that they're all together and it's in one place. Okay, so I pulled this piece. And then I pulled these two little guys. There's actually 4 of these in that set. Any leaf will work. You can use a punch. You can use dies. Any type of leaves. Okay, let's get started. Move some things out of the way. All right. So for those of you that have just hopped on, I'm using a piece of recycled chipboard. This came in a Memories and More pack, and I always save these. I don't throw this away. And I'm going to use some liquid glue. And I'm going to glue my Blackberry Bliss onto my chipboard. Okay? Not a lot, because I don't want it to ooze. I've got like 3 of these bottles that I'm nursing, that I'm trying to just like get every last bit. That one I think might be dead. Every little last bit of glue out. Let's see what else. This one. See if I can get any out of this one. I always store them upside down to try and get it to go to the other end. Okay. And liquid glue, I like the liquid glue because I can move things around a little bit easier if I need to. All right. So I'm just going to place that right on top. And this was a 4x6. My paper was a little bit, like you can see, it's a little bit longer. So I'm just going to trim that after it's dried. Okay. All right. I love Blackberry Bliss, don't you? Hi, Shelly. Okay, so now here's my DSP. And I said this was from the In Good Taste Designer Series paper. So I cut this at 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. Okay, and we're going to put that on top. Let me grab my little mat. See, I remembered before I started. I'm getting better at it. Are you guys excited? It's the weekend. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have 5 days and then I am on winter break for 2 weeks. Yay. This 5th grade teacher won't have to do any Zoom calls for 2 weeks. Yay. I absolutely love my 5th graders. I am trying really hard to help them, just get them where they need to be and brighten their day, and I actually really do enjoy them. But sometimes I do get tired of being on the computer all day. Okay. Hi, Gail. Hello. I'm so glad you're here. All right. So I've got my base done. Now, I remember I told you we were going to use these vellum doilies, right? You get 24 for $5. So this is just going to add just a really pretty touch to our gift that we're making. Okay. Now, no one's going to see it where I put my adhesive. All right. So I'm just going to I'm still using some snail. Shelly, were you a teacher or did you work in education? You said you always loved Christmas Vacation. All right. I'm just putting some snail on here, and then I'm going to put it on my base. But you know what? I want to make sure I have enough room for my little calendar. Let me move that so you guys can see. Okay, so I actually took this idea, I borrowed it from a fellow demonstrator, and then I just kind of made it my own using what I had, but I loved her idea of using that recycled chipboard. You know, there's so many things we can do with that. Okay, so you can see my adhesive there, but don't worry, that's going to get covered up, okay? I think my husband just made toast. Why he's making toast, I don't know. It's 6 o'clock at night. Why is he making toast? He loves bread. That's why. Okay. I pulled the Ridiculously Awesome stamp set. I just used this on some card kits for this month, and I really loved this stamp here, Let Your Faith Be Bigger Than Your Fear. And I think that's so important right now with this time that we're going through. So I am going to use that stamp. Let me grab my block. Oops. Butterfingers. Okay. And we're going to use Blackberry Bliss ink. Stacy and Gail are both my purple lovers. So they're going to be like, I love the color. My favorite color is purple too. All purples. I know. I love this stamp set too. It's so positive. You Are My Sunshine. I used to sing that to my kids all the time when they were littles. Make Today Ridiculously Awesome. You Got This. Then there's a little heart. I don't know what that is. Like a starburst or something. And a star, and then P.S. I Love You. I think that's so cute too. This was Rhonda Wade's $1 million stamp set that she had made. Okay, here we go. Stampin' my Let Your Faith Be Bigger. Oh, I don't know that I like that one. Let's do one more just to see that one's. I think I got a little dot right there. It never fails. I always get ink on my fingers. Okay, that one looks better. Now that's just scrap paper. I always have a little tub of my white scraps, and I just throw them in there like I used this on something else, and you know, why waste all of that good paper? Okay, I'm going to grab my 2-inch stamp, my 2-inch punch, and I'm just going to punch that out. And like I said, we have dies that you can use. There's stitch dies that have a circle, or I think there's just a regular circle too. We have so many different dies now that we can use. Okay, so that's going to go on my doily. And then I told you we were going to use these gold hoops. So we're going to do that. I'm just kind of building it right now so you can see what it's going to look like. And then we'll put it together. Then I just mounted my calendar. I told you I printed this out. It was free online. I just found a free printable calendar. I cut it, put it together. But you can order them already pre-made, okay? Mine just isn't here yet. The place that I thought was the best deal was tailoredexpressions.com, okay? You get quite a few for like $4. All right, so that's going to go there. And then we're going to put some leaves here. These dies are from the Forever Fern. They're from the Forever Fern set, okay? And then I use some of our brushed, I don't know what you call this, brushed metallic specialty paper. It's not called metallic. Brushed, what is it called? Shelly, you probably know. I can't remember. Okay, so, and then I took my little small blossom punch. And like I said, if you don't have this, that's okay. Use another flower punch that you have, or maybe you have some dies that you could use. There's so many different flowered dies. And then we're going to put a little gilded gem right there in the middle. And I'm going to put in some of this gold thread. So let me sit down. I'm not going to be able to, well, I think I can see your comments. I've got my laptop to the side. Okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to start gluing this all together so it doesn't slide all over. Isn't this a cute project? So economical. I mean, I literally have scraps that I'm using from my scrap box. Where's my, there it is. And you can do it in any color scheme. You could do it in their favorite color. This, I was thinking you can put a magnet on the back. You'd probably want some good strips of magnet on the back. Or Amazon sells these easels, little small easels that you could use. And it could be sitting on a desk. All right, yes, brushed metallic cardstock. Thank you, Gail. Thank you. I tell you guys, when I go live, my brain cells like die. They die. I've been using my brain cells all day with 5th graders, and by the time the evening comes, forget it. All right, I'm going to put a glue dot, a couple glue dots on this. I was trying to think of a better way to adhere this, because hot glue, I think, is just going to peel off, and you're going to see it. So we'll see. We'll see if this works. And I don't want it to show, I don't want any adhesive on this side because it will show. What's the plastic mat called? This Mary Lou, is a silicone mat that you use to do all your adhesive work, and whatever you're using, it won't stick to this. So I know, like for me, when I have been working on a project, I think I want to put another one on there. When I've been working on a project and I have adhesive and then I lift up my project, it rips the paper that was underneath. And I hate that. So this way I don't rip my paper. Okay, these are really sticky glue dots. Okay, let's see if it works. I might have to crank out the hot glue gun. And let me get, where's my U-pick tool? I'll just push that down. Actually, it's pretty good on there. Look at that. These are just permanent glue dots. I like to get them in the dispenser. Okay, so I've got 3 on there, and then that's going to get covered up with my greenery. Okay, then we're going to put our little calendar on here. There it is. And I can measure this for you. I just got it online. It was free, and I just trimmed it up and then took a piece of scrap paper and made a mat to put it on. Okay, and if you're going to print your own, then I would suggest don't use permanent adhesive, because you want to rip these off. When I make my cards, I always use the permanent because I don't want stuff to fall off. But for this type of project, unless you rip it, and it might look a little yucky though. It won't be pretty. So I think you want to use unpermanent. What's the word? I know I've seen it in the store and I thought, why would I buy that? Because then my stuff will fall apart. But for this project, it would work. Okay, so we're gonna hide those little glue dots with my greenery, okay? But I'm also gonna put some adhesive on there because I want it to be really well stuck. I don't want this coming up. I don't want to give this as a gift and then it falls apart. Okay. And then I can see little webs of adhesive. So I'm just like going to break that off with my U-Pick tool here. It's like when you see little strings from a hot glue gun, you know. Okay. And then I cut out these guys from the dies, and we're going to just slip those back here. I might use a little liquid glue for that. Let's see, because I might need to move them around. Let's see where I want to put those. I don't like how that's too straight. We want it to curve. But let me get my glue and we'll play around with it. What do you guys have planned for the weekend? I know tonight after my live, I'm going to sit with some music playing and I'm going to start writing in my Christmas cards. I have not had time to fill out my Christmas cards, and so I need to get that done. I've made about 120 Christmas cards, and I don't know, I hope that'll be enough. I'm trying to send more Christmas cards than I normally do this year because I just know that people need it. Normally, we've got a lot of family that we don't live close to. And so I always send them a Christmas card just to give them a heads up, you know, how things are going in our life. And I always try and write a letter and I put it in the card. But I think this year, even though there are people that I see, you know, at church, right now we're not seeing everybody every week, but I might send a Christmas card to the people that I would normally see every week from church, just because I think people need the encouragement. Okay, so there's my little flower, and then I'm going to pick one of these gilded gems. I'm going to pick the big one. Don't flick me in the face. Okay. You guys, when you get your little embellishments off and they like fly across the room. All right, what do you guys think? Isn't this so stinking cute? I forgot to put my thread in. See, I started talking. Let's see if I can put this in. I was just gonna kind of wrap it, do some loops. Let's see what I can do. I was yakking. I don't want it that big. That's too big. Okay. I want more of a tail over here. I want tails on the ends, and I wanted some loops. And then I was just gonna, yeah, like that. Let's put a little glue dot. I may have to lift my leaves up a bit and get that. Come on, work with me. Okay, let's see if I can get this in here. Or maybe... Doing a little surgery there. Okay, it worked. And then we'll trim the ends. Maybe a little more on that side. Come on. All right. What do you guys think? Do you like it? This started to fray a little bit. Now I might want to put a little bit of glue. Oh, I made it worse. Look at that. All right, we'll hide it. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Isn't that so stinking cute? Stinking cute. So I just used some recycled chipboard and any type of neutral DSP you could use. This was from the In Good Taste Designer Series paper. And there's some other fun patterns in there. Some that look like stucco paint would be pretty. There's even some tile looking patterns that you could use. I wanted it fairly neutral because I just didn't want it too busy. I really wanted the focal to be this up here, this statement. So yeah, I'm going to decide if I want to put, I might cover the back also with cardstock and then put a magnet on it, and it can go on a refrigerator, or like I said, Amazon sells these like 3-inch easels that you can just stick this on, and it could be someone's desktop calendar. And I'm going to give this as a gift. I'm so glad you guys like it. If you like it, give me some hearts. So yeah, fairly frugal. Just use scraps. I always keep a scrap box of my cardstock, and I just pull stuff out. Any type of doily, you could use any type of doily that you've got. Or if you don't have doilies, use some dies. We've got a lot of dies that have a doily effect to them you could use. And I love these gold hoops on this. This was perfect. I used my 2-inch punch, but you could use a die for that also. I mean, there's so many ways you can adapt this project. Okay, next week we're doing a class on the gorgeous posies. So this is free. If you want to come and watch me, I'm going to show you the kit designs, but then I'm going to show you some alternatives, and I'm going to show you what to do with that stamp set after all your pieces are used up so that you feel like it's a good investment. So that's next Saturday. I'm not going to go live on Friday unless something just really pops into my head. We'll see. But Saturday morning I will do that. And if you weren't on my live last night, I was totally impromptu. Dawnette joined me, and we were looking at my pre-order. So you got to see a sneak peek of some of the items from the new catalog. And I said that the catalogs were supposed to ship out this week from Stampin' Up. So if you are on my normal customer list, you should be getting yours, I would think, in a week or two. But I dropped the ball. I did not mail the celebration brochure, so I have them at home. So I will give those to you guys in person. I can drop them off on your porch or whatnot. Okay? So happy weekend, everyone. I hope you get to do something that you absolutely love. I think it's supposed to rain this weekend here in the Sacramento Valley. I think I heard rain today. And so I'm not going to go out and work in the yard. I wanted to pull out the garden, but not going to do that. So I think it's going to be a crafting weekend. All right. You guys take care. Be safe. Stay healthy. And until next time. Okay. Bye.